Good afternoon, everyone, and good day. Welcome to Ron's audio chat series for this week. I have two wonderful special guests that are going to do the chat today. I'm going to be traveling in the next 2 weeks, so they're going to kind of take over today and then in the next couple weeks. So I'd like to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Mouse, Jim and Trina, to the chat. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ron, welcome to you.
Thank you, Dom.
Okay.
This is going to be fun.
Absolutely. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to turn over the mic to Mr. and Mrs. Mouse, and we'll go ahead and get started.
Sounds good.
All right. Good day, everyone. Welcome to another series of with Ron, a group of questions from members that we're going to have Ron do his best, of course, to answer. Ron, how are you doing today?
I think I'm doing quite well, Jim. Thank you. And Trina, thank you for being here. Helping out.
Our pleasure. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be of service. First question, Ron. Can you explain further how the Cabal disables high vibrations from humans, being through fear, grief, shame, anger, frustration, etc.?
It's an interesting question. It's kind of got this a little bit backwards here. The Cabal creates the experiences that cause the fear, the grief, the shame, the anger. They don't disable high vibrations from humans, except through the garbage that they introduce to us and we believe and condition us to believe in. So let's see. The things about fear and grief, shame and anger and frustration, you can associate those with Cabal, but you can also associate them with just things that happen in your life. And one of our jobs in the third dimension is to learn to love ourselves. Oftentimes, fear, grief, shame, anger, frustration are things that we bring upon ourselves, and we put ourselves because we've done something that we regret doing. It sets in on us as we allow that to be true in our lives, and that has really very little to do with the Cabal. It just has to do with the way that we are living our lives. Let's understand that we have a soul who is our higher self. The soul is the one that is our inner guidance system. The soul is helped create us in a spiritual form, and in doing so, they have the responsibility to be sure that we reach the full measure of our creation, and that is to infuse back into the soul, and then we become a soul who has soul extensions as well. That's part of the plan of the heavens. But when our soul is working with us, they have a project or a purpose for being here, and they're working towards getting us to have that experience. And if we don't get it the first time, then we get a chance to get another time or two or three or four. It's like the fire. There's a fire over here. You need to take care of it, and you don't. And then it's a bigger fire now. You got to take care of this. Okay, I'll get to it in a little bit. And then finally, you get the 2x4 upside the head and say, "You got a fire here. Take care of it." You can't blame all that on the Cabal. It's just things that we have to learn in our own life. And the faster you learn those, the more happy you can be, because it eliminates a lot of the fear and the grief and the shame, the anger and frustrations, because you're moving towards getting what you want. Now, as a creator, Um, it's our job to learn that we are creators. We are children of God. Our creation part of us comes from Prime Creator. Everything that's created by Prime Creator, the things that Prime Creator creates is just us, the oneness, all of the people in the oneness, and we're the ones that go out and create everything in that's been created. And so we are born as intellects, intelligence from Prime Creator, and then we go through the process of the soul, and that's a spiritual, and then we have the physical. And the physical is when we come into a third dimension or whatever dimension we want to experience, and then we have those experiences that will help us to infuse back into our soul, and that's the pattern of life. That's the circle of life. It's the generation of the gods, and so it's all organized so that it's the perfect way to do things. So, but the cabal doesn't disable our high vibrations. It's we allow things through when we participate and do things that will create grief and shame and anger and fear and frustration. So I hope that helps.
Great answer, Ron. Thank you so much for that and your wisdom. We'll be right back with another question.
Okay.